Okay, so what in the world does a century-old college in Singapore have to do with a nursing school in Bangkok at a small campus way out in Mukhlek, Thailand? Well, it turns out they're all pieces of the puzzle that make up the incredible origin story of Asia Pacific International University. So you gotta wonder, right? How did this even happen? I mean, it's not exactly a straight line. It's actually a story about a huge crisis that, believe it or not, became an amazing opportunity, one that forced three totally different histories to come together into one single vision. So let's dig in and see how it all unfolded. Okay, first things first, to really get what this university is all about today, we've got to travel back in time and look at its three very different roots. I'm talking separate missions, separate histories, separate locations, the whole deal. All right, our first stop is Singapore. Picture this. For nearly 100 years, Southeast Asia Union College was a huge deal in the region. We're talking a well-established place offering American-style degrees. You could say it was the big academic anchor of our story, super stable with a long, proud history. Okay, at the same time, over in Bangkok, a second piece of our puzzle was being built. This was the Mission Hospital School of Nursing, which started way back in 1941. And they had one single focus: training top-notch nurses. They got so good at it, so successful, that they eventually started offering full-on bachelor's degrees, really making a name for themselves in healthcare. And then you've got the third piece of the puzzle, the youngest of the three, and it was already right here in Muaklek. This was Mission College, founded in 1988. Its goal was really specific: to serve young people right here in Thailand, offering degrees in things like accounting and English. So think about it. For decades, these three schools were running on completely separate tracks, like trains on different lines. You had one in Singapore, two here in Thailand, each doing its own thing, each successful, and they had absolutely no idea that their paths were about to collide in a pretty dramatic way. So what could possibly bring these three separate worlds together? Well, it all came down to one single, unexpected event, a real turning point that would change everything for them and ultimately lead to the creation of a brand new university. For that campus in Singapore, all those years of stability and growth, they were about to come to a screeching halt. Something totally outside of their control, an external force, was about to change the game completely. And here it is. This is the moment that changed everything. It wasn't because of money problems or some internal drama. Nope. The Singapore government itself announced it was going to take over the college's land for a new transportation project. Just like that, the college had an expiration date. The clock was officially ticking. And it happened fast. By July 1998, the Singapore campus was gone. But here's the crucial part. Instead of just closing up shop for good, they made a really bold move. They decided to transfer everything, the assets, the programs, that whole international legacy over to its sister school in Thailand. You guessed it, Mission College, right here in Muaklek. And this, right here, is where the story gets really cool. A moment of total crisis flips and becomes this moment of incredible creation. Because this wasn't just about moving a campus. It was the birth of something brand new. So, here's the key takeaway. You've got the international programs from Singapore, the top-tier nursing programs from Bangkok, and the established Thai programs already in Muaklek. All of them were about to be brought together under one roof. It's like three separate streams suddenly converging to form one big, powerful river. And you can see here the change was just radical. Think about it. A highly respected international college, a specialized nursing school, and a local Thai college, all coming together on one campus in Muaklek. It was a true fusion, a melting pot of different cultures, different programs, and different histories. And the speed at which this all happened, it was honestly astonishing. They hit the ground running. Construction and new curriculum development started almost immediately. Get this, within just 2 years, the international programs got government accreditation. And then, only a decade after that, in 2009, it officially became Asia Pacific International University. Wow. Okay, so you might be thinking, that's a cool story, but why does all this history, the mergers, the moves, why does it even matter today? Well, it matters because that whole journey is exactly what forged the university's core identity, its main philosophy. You see, that spirit of servants from the nursing school, that global international perspective from the Singapore College, and the strong local mission from the original Muaklek campus, all of those ingredients were mixed together. And what came out of it was this idea of holistic education, this philosophy that's all about developing the whole person, not just the academic side.
And this approach, focusing on mental, physical, social, and spiritual development, it's not just some nice words on a website. It's the living, breathing legacy of that crazy merger. It's literally in the university's DNA, woven together from the threads of those 3 different schools. And it shapes the experience of every single student who comes here.
So that leaves us with one final thought, something to really chew on. When you have a history like this, a story built on resilience, on adapting to massive change, on bringing different cultures together, how does that shape the identity, the very character of the students and the community today? And, on a personal note, the reason I chose this topic is because I really wanted to share this remarkable story with all of you, with my friends, with anyone who's part of this community. I just feel like when you understand the incredible journey this place has been on, it helps us all appreciate the unique spirit that really defines our university. It's one heck of a story.